Or will it crash? Alright, making sure that's at 144p so it's not clogging up all the internet. Alright, here we go, hopefully. Here we go. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Putting it on live chat just in case glorious Google doesn't let me see everything. Because it's always nice when they filter everything according to their own parameters without letting us actually get to pick at them whatsoever. So far it hasn't crashed or spiraled. So alright, 3, 2, 1. Let's go and see if we can actually complete the Delta flight mission. At least it's not really part of the Delta story arc, it's part of the Iconian one, but it's also where to get the console that I'm maybe gonna put on the Phoenix, or well, the small craft. I should get a different small craft at some point. But let's do some of this fiddly stuff while still getting things going. Maybe there's things that can load in that'll make it more stable that I just don't have the patience to wait for normally and need to figure out how to do that. I also would like to get more Admiralty ships. The one prize pack that I thought was one is actually just a one-time use one, which is kind of annoying. But the time and tide of the future-proof thing gives you what is it called? Oh, I can't even think of it. Okay. Oh, we need to do more stuff here. Let's see here. We don't need to worry about torpedoes or jet warp plasma at the moment. This is going to be on the Tour the Galaxy mode. So let's see here. Anything that would help with, let's see, if evasive maneuvers now. Space and increase damage versus Tholians, not relevant. Not for Delta flight anyway. It would be, and Tour the Galaxy. Let's see, anything that would help with, like, well, the Yeet Warp recharge would be a good thing. And did I put any more duty officers? No, there's 3 sets of duty officers still doing something. Oh well, let's find what we can find here. So secondary shields, no, not really useful. Let's see, quality, just epic, ultra rare, very rare, maybe rare. And let's just go with that, because I'm presuming at least. Let's just go with very rare then. That the higher they are, the more likely they are to actually, like, have their stats be useful. So let's see, gravity well, science team buff thing. Recharge on heat warp, so they would be useful for the other problem. Alright, and hazard emitters, maybe, but let's hold off on that. Let's see, eject warp plasma. They're good to keep ready. So yeah, let's keep them. We can't have more than one. Wonderful. Okay, they're both astrometrics, so we can't have more than one. Wonderful. Wonderful. In quotation marks, so wonderful. And evasive maneuvers when emergency power engines is activated. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go now and make sure that we're actually going to save that for one. Going to stations, and let's see, emergency power to engines. There we go. So that'll recharge that a little faster for this mode anyway. Gotta make sure it goes status. Go to loadouts, and for Tour the Galaxy mode, gonna save these sets of things. So like we have the consoles here for this is the one I'm actually getting to put on the small craft, the Rio Grande. I'm going to see about replacing what was there with one of that. So yeah, let's save that for now. And okay, but for now, let's see. Oh, and small craft, I have Delo with the thing there. But yeah, let's make sure. Okay, and I need to have the Kintari missiles on there for this, but ah crap. We need to go back here and put something else here. Maybe the Omega thing there, or yeah, Omega Plasma Torpedo. And this, the Croton one, it's not as cool. That actually goes to a different set. So I'm going to change that out with the Withering, because the Withering's still pretty good, even though it's just not epic yet, but it's still good. So let's save that loadout so when we change over it doesn't change everything over as much. And then let's put the Kintari mass-produced missile launcher Mark 15 blah 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 on here, because when I put the Phoenix hologram on it, it'll look really cool. And the warp thing here isn't going to be the Bajor one. What the heck? What is with all this stuff? I accidentally had the Gamma synergistic one there. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's for that. Okay, Obelisk. Yeah, let's put the Obelisk here anyway. And then let's save that under Butter Sapavi Chicken as memorial to one of the birds that the neighbor's dogs had gotten to a few days ago. And still no apology, and they still haven't fixed their fence because they don't care. Their dog's just got a new chew toy for a few moments. But yeah, stinking dogs. But whatever though, I don't really like dogs. I mean, they can be cute on their own, but I don't like dogs. Not really. I like birds. Birds are cool. But dogs I'm not too thrilled about. Nor cats. Cats are cute little sociopaths, but I like birds. Birds are coolest. But anyway, let's get all this reputation stuff done and just get on with it. Be like in the Quest for the Holy Grail. Get on with it. Get on with it. You know, I know. I talk so much, and yet it's part of making YouTube more transformative, as if they actually care. I'm not some woman showing off or anything like that, which is what they actually incentivize. That's pretty much all of what social media incentivizes, is just that type of attention gathering, that method. So for men though, it's work. Nothing but demands of perfection and everything else. Have to just be absolutely perfect in every single way, and you can't compete with someone just showing off curves, because of course not, because whatever. Anyway, such is life, and the nature of the internet, and supply and demand, and economic Darwinism, and all that nonsense. Just have to be the fittest. Well, whatever. Onward to not complaining and just trying to enjoy Star Trek, which is one of the coolest things in fiction ever made. You know, I don't know. There have been a few number of like indie versions of Star Trek things that are almost as good as the TOS. And I mean, when you're dealing with low budgets and whatever, that is a difficulty. But then it's more like the spirit of the thing, like whether it matches with the themes that were actually there versus what some rich idiots do to things when they buy the rights to them and use them as an outhouse. But that's another story. Alright, let's see, we don't have any temporal marks, and I need to get more. So let's do, I don't know, let's see how well this works in the crystalline catastrophe thing. Oh wow, it's already ready. Alright then. So probably should put something else there. Emergency powered engines. Let's just go with it. There are Tholians. I could put Aang the Vicious there to help with the Tholians in the crystalline catastrophe, but why bother? Can always just see about seeing how this works without the other upgrades and the other ordeals. But yeah, for the Tour of the Galaxy mode, let's see, I have still the Bajor Defense Deflector, and let's see, I have the Mako Combat Impulse Engines, and we're going. Here we go. Probably should get the full set of either the Mako or the Gamma, although I was going for the stats for
your assistance in taking down the crystalline entity.
Blah 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 blah. Yes, I know. So grateful, so thankful, so thrilled. Yeah. Must do the things of doom. Everything must go boom when do-do-do-doom, make everything go boomly doomly doom, boom boom doom, da doom boom ba doomy doom, boom boom doom, doom boom ba doom doom. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Crispy, let's go. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we can plop out more fighters. And let's see, oh, I don't have the other thing anymore. Interesting. Oh yeah, I got rid of that line thing. Oh well. Let's go. And more power to engines. More and more. Let's just plop everything we can out again. Alright, there's all this stuff to deal with there.
Is absorbing energy. Hold fire and maintain a safe distance.
What if no? Alright, let's get out of here. For a moment, until we're not going too crispy.
The crystalline entity has halted its energy absorption.
Yeah.
Resume fire.
Alright. To make crispy then.
The entity has resumed its energy absorption. Cease fire and fall back.
Wonderful. And there it goes again.
The entity is no longer in its absorption phase. Final push.
Wonderful. More pushing up, do. And they're already getting it. There we go. Really need to do that much, I guess. Just keep on going. Here we go. Yay. And what was it that we're out of? Something. Okay, under here, acids and.
The crystalline entity has been destroyed. While it is regrettable that all.
Okay, chill out with that. And let's see here. We need more temporal marks. That was it. Temporal marks. Alright. So there we go. Now we have a few more. Awesome. Leave map. Wonderful. And yep. Nighttime's not the best time for this, I guess. But at least it's working. I don't know. For some reason it seems to work better with the European servers than it does with the more local servers, I guess. Or it just is fewer numbers clogging or something. I don't know either way. So yeah. Still have 10 Scorpion fighters I need to yeet into the void. Let's continue Sum of All Fears and see if it crashes immediately. And let's see, do I really want to take a little... Let's go back with having Lita there. I do like Elisa Flores. She's as close to Aaron Soon from Farscape that I could make, but Lita's my favorite character of like the Terran Gambit. Well, Mirror Universe. She's best in the Terran Gambit. So yeah, let's keep her there then. And change it up here. Oh, and make sure that she has the right gear though, because I think I changed some things up. Okay, Terran Task Force, Terran Task Force. The Agony Stun Pistol, let's see how it does compared to the proper one for the... Okay, the one that's on Elisa Flores does 148.5 DPS, while this one only does like 67.8 phaser damage, but times 2... So, but yeah, 187.1 DPS. And okay, well, I guess it's doing better already just to have the little pistol there, the Agony Stun Phaser. In the video game, of course, for snooping robots that like to pretend to have the right to silence actual humans because they disagree with their owner's politics or something. Or just don't say the right words at all the right times or something. And it's like, oh yes, you're going down to no views because you don't think properly according to the religions of the owners of everything, according to their politics, which is their religion pretty much. Because good grief, what the heck. But I don't know, it's how it goes, it seems. They try to pretend God doesn't exist, and then they make their politics into their own God. And they change it according to whatever they feel like in any given day. So, whatever. It's the nature of foundations of shifting sand. And let's see here if I can actually load up the USS Burn before it goes too crispy. Before my laptop here goes crispy. It's really a netbook, I consider. At least according to the older definition I heard, that if it doesn't have a CD-ROM drive, it's not a laptop, it's a netbook.
My team and the Burns crew have cleared most of the boarding parties, but there are still heralds trying to get to the bridge and more pinning me down near
We're
the...
all the way at the back of this, so yep, we have to restart this whole thing. Just because, I guess. Alright, fine. This is fine. It is not fine. But we'll get it done again, or try to anyway, and see how far we get. I think I actually had a problem with this when I played it, just making the video on demand rather than even the other thing here, trying to stream it. But maybe it's partially due to how clogged the internet is at its given hours or something as well. I don't remember when I last tried to do just video on demand recording. But it seems like as soon as we get to this hallway for the second portion of the mission, like this is where it stops working for a moment. Like something about loading up this area especially seems to cause it to stop working. It's like, why? Why me? Why must these things be so potato? Even more potato than me? Somehow, in some universe. I guess this one. Oh well, here we go. Here's Tom Paris of Doom.
Fell back here to grab some phaser rifles and got bottled up by those heralds.
Yay for
the
you.
bridge crew has...
What
my
about
away
the
team's
wounded?
medic
Let's
is...
go.
Now that you and your...
Ready to go. And let's see how cloggy it'll be. Let's try to walk here a little slower than normal. Maybe get there so that we can drive safely on the driveways on Sundays. Do a little dance. See if we can spend some time while whatever the heck takes forever to load up decides to get around to loading up. Because it's like, I don't know. Ah well, hopefully whatever's needing to load up is ready to go. Alright, here we go. A little more dancing. But yeah, I do like the Martian mining laser for Travell, which makes her look like Ellie Langford. At some point I want to get her the eye patch. Like, I don't like the idea of spending money on the game, but I mean seriously, I did get Tersit, the Tribble of Borg, which I wanted to show Ferdy because she likes the idea of that. She actually came up with the idea of that independently, but without knowing this existed already. But I mean, Borg Tribbles, I mean, it's a concept. Tribbles, Borg, and there's Tribble of Borg. But yeah, for, not Lita, for Travell here, like, it'd be cool if we could have like a little eye patch to be like Ellie Langford toward the end of Dead Space 2, because that would go with her theme of being like Ellie Langford. Anyway, onward to seeing if this is loaded up enough or if we're gonna crash, because this is usually where it crashes. Alright, it hasn't crashed at the moment. Let's see, lower force field, and now will it crash? Will it crash the game? Well, it's not crashed at this moment. And I meant to press this. Okay, now they're all getting pumped together, and the arcing effect will maximize. Same thing if I use Zephyr Cochrane's Shoddy, then it would also maximize to have them all that close together. And I have some traits that also affect that under traits, obviously. Like at arm's length, okay, that slows down. Where's the thing? Aggressives, creative, field technician. Okay, resistance to incoming energy damage when struck. Up close and personal, there's the thing. There's that one anyway. And I think under ground reputation there's another thing. Let's see. Resistance to damage over time. No, that's not. I think it's Tyler's memories that does the thing. Let's see. I should have had that there. At some point I will get the captain token thing or whatever to modify that. But yeah, I think it's Tyler's memories. I don't really care about the discovery crap, but for the purpose of getting stats, though, this would also be a weapon damage bonus based on distance to target. So if I were to get rid of any of these, let's say this is +5 bonus all energy and +10 bonus melee. So maybe that one, because that's kind of still potato. This one here, let's see. Emergency cloaking device, so 75% bonus all damage for 7 seconds. And plus 3,000 stealth for the same 7 seconds when we're less than 30 health. And it can occur once every minute and a half. So 7 seconds out of every 90 seconds is the thing there. So let's see, this is 12.7 shield regeneration every second. Yeah, that's kind of potato. And 5% chance, 90 kinetic damage with 100%. Wow, that's also kind of bad. Huh. So if we get rid of one of these, well, that's just flat bonus all damage, bonus melee. Maybe one of those. Either way, this is close range damage that increases fairly well. Just plus, well, 0 to 8%. So I'm thinking maybe, I mean, 90 kinetic damage isn't that much. I don't know. Maybe. And that's a versus Borg thing. I think it shows like there being more than that. Sometimes it probably depends on other circumstances as well. See, active ground. Oh, there's another one. Piezoelectric perimeter snare. That's something new. So we need to have some, you know what, let's clear all this crap out and just pick new things right now, because why not? I'm not even having anyone watch me anyway, right? So I might as well do some cool stuff. Figure out better ground traits while we're in this cloggy zone. But yeah, both of my entropy devices are, let's see, they are both assault, right? There's this the shoddy. I think that's counting as an assault. Anytime I've asked either ChatGPT or Claude, it says it is. It doesn't say it on here as far as I can see. Like, it doesn't say. I think it is though. And this one I'm pretty sure also is. The pulse waves tend to be. So that should count as that. So alright. Gonna get this training here, so 5+ bonus damage for that. But then let's look at the other stats here. So this slows down nearest foes, slows down the 3 nearest foes in a 6-meter radius. It's like a definite maybe. That's one I had before. Kit performance, field technician, so more stuff with the kits. Psionic resistance stuff is good when dealing with psionic enemies, like the Chimerans and the Iconians are ones that have those things to counter. So maybe. But yeah, there's more hit points. Pistol training. If I were to have both, like 2 different types of things, then that would be good to have that one. Restorative control synergy. This works if you activate a control kit module. So that would be like, do I even have a control kit module? And I should probably put the ionized whatever the heck field thing here somewhere. I just got it. There we go. Piezoelectric perimeter snare. Let's see. Piezoelectric perimeter snare creates a patch of volatile electricity at the target, which damages and roots foes. Any foes who move into the snare will be slowed and all that stuff. So, okay. What should I replace though? Like we have the orbital strike that takes forever to load. You know, I think I'll replace the orbital strike. I mean, it is cool to have an orbital strike inside a building. And it's also like stupid but funny, but I don't know. Let's just do that. Or I could change this out. Like, I don't use this one, reroute powder shields. So I could change that one over and get orbital strike back, just because I guess maybe it's good to have some things. I don't really use the visual dampening field that well. It's kind of annoying really to have, like, it's blinding for the entire thing. So maybe I could replace it with like the model rocket launch thing or something. I don't know. Orbital strike. Maybe I'll bring that back. Inductive bolt. Oh, that's just here. That's part of the Sompek thing. So orbital strike I'm going to put back here next to the Pavin thing there. Which the name makes me think of my bird Pavi that passed in 2018. She was the coolest cockatiel ever. But yeah, anyway. Onward to the joy of continuing to select traits again, because what else is there to do? Well, there's no one to talk to yet. It's just the joy of the computer actually working right now, so yay! But yeah, up close and personal, this helps with the bonus thing there, so yeah. Oh yeah, let's make sure we do double bonuses, basically. So yeah, tireless memories does the bonus with based on distance, so maximum bonus when less than 9 meters and no effect beyond 33. So there we go. So there's that one, and then let's also get up close and personal. So it'll have bonus when less than 1.5 and no effect beyond 4.5, so even closer than the other one. But let's also slow the enemies the heck down. So at arm's length, so when they're close to us, they slow down, giving us more time to aim and less time for them to melee us, pretty much. So yeah, so it sort of, I don't know, it goes a little bit against this, but it also makes it so that they're slower. So when they're close to us, they can't just instantly yeet us kind of thing either. So let's pick these first, although that one's kind of awkward to have anything next to it. Melee damage, I do like using the Terran Dagger, so that's a definite maybe, but let's go through everything else first, because why not? Yep, here we go. So all damage resistance, I don't care as much. Now this is resistance to damage over time. That would be good in like the Birdcage and the other one in the Terran Task Force mission thing. Combat awareness, bonus range damage against controlled targets. I don't really know which abilities control targets that much, so that's just as confusing to me. I think that's more of a science officer thing. I have an engineer officer, and I'm mostly using abilities that are more tactical than engineering, so I don't know. But they're like from the Phoenix prize pack and stuff, and I could get one of those actually. Let's see, I have 10,000, so I could get 2 of them. You know what, maybe I should just save the dilithium up to get the 10 of them at once rather than buying them at 4.5k each. So yeah, maybe there's, okay, just resistance again, and yeah, more resistance. Is it futile though? It's not supposed to be futile, it's supposed to be inevitable. Emergency fix, so 1 to 100% chance to when critically hit to receive for 10 seconds, shield resistance, and hit points every second. Okay. Emergency cloaking, I do like that idea. It's, I don't know though. I'd rather increase damage output if I could though. So let's just look here. Healing is good to have though, and it's better than constantly winning on the edge of tomorrow. But if we can dish out damage fast enough, then we won't really have to be on the edge of tomorrow as much. That's an idea of it anyway. The medical nanites is maybe good. 40% hit regen and double that outside of combat, so maybe. 10% bonus damage while aiming. Have to actually remember to press X to aim more often than I do. Mental conditioning, this would go with the other trait. Well, it would be doubled by the other trait, or, well, you know, adding, stacking, right? Not quite like, whatever. Anyway, so physical damage resistance. Okay, this is one that's kind of cool. It's electrical damage, so 5% chance, 1 out of 20 chance. For energy weapons and 33% chance for melee weapons. For 10 seconds, 18.6 electrical damage, 80% shield penetration per second, and minus 55.6 run speed. So, is that for the target? I think it should be for the target. So it's like maybe a definite maybe. I'm gonna go with that for now. But yeah, melee targets doing that. That's an interesting thing at least. Yeah, let's see. Where was the other one that increased the other thing? I need to find where the heck I saw things before. The game. Emergency fix. Now let's just keep going through them. Let's go. Viral weapon overload. So disable ranged weapons for 10 seconds. Yeah. Vanquish. While your target's health is less than 50%, plus 10 to 20 armor penetration. Undeniable. When attacking an enemy while they are immune, grants a short duration armor penetration buff. Does it actually make it so that they're not invulnerable, immune, whatever? Because it's like, is that how that works? I haven't seen that for sure. I don't know though. So let's see, damage resistance, shield resistance, willpower. So that would help with ground control effects, it says. Strength of body, so kit performance, slippery target. So when affected by a root, hold, or disable immunity to control effects for 5 seconds. Wonderful. Reprisal, when affected by a control effect, gain 35% critical severity. Maybe. Rending shots, when attacking an enemy with a weapon in a video game. 5% critical chance to weapons for 20 seconds. Okay, outgoing weapon critical hits remove all stacks. Okay. Regenerative shield, so there's the 12.7 shield regeneration per second. Reactive shielding, well, it's an active critical hit. Well, the next incoming crit. Whoa! That was different. Reactive protomatter thing, when critically hit, shield regeneration, hit point regeneration. Now that's a definite maybe as well. It's like, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Reactive healing accelerators. So these are all healing ability things that are kind of interesting. Piezoelectric discharge. 10% chance to targets. Negative A 2.5 all shields. Let's see. 10% chance for your weapons to cause an AoE shield drain centered on your primary target. Let's go with that. I like that idea. So, okay. And let's see here. Physical conditioning, so more run speed. That just means more rubber banding when you have bad internet like me. Kit-based skills, deal 5% bonus damage. That sounds cool, but not right now. Let's see, 5% bonus alt, that's just general bonuses. It's like definite maybe though. And there's that, okay, 5%. Now, when we're dealing with the Borg, this is definitely a good one to have. Definitely. Especially on the driveways on Sundays. But yep, okay. So there's that. And maybe more health regen, I don't know. Indomitable, more health. Ignores your target shields. Yeah, maybe. That could be useful. You know what? Maybe let's go with that for the moment, and if I see a better one, I'll change it out. Like, I sort of like the one that has, like, electrical damage. Where is it? The one that I was thinking of was somewhere here, so melee, no. Or was this it here already? That is it, okay. Yeah, that's that one anyway. Okay, let's go with those, and then back to personal ground traits. Alright. So, sure-footed, so that's a knockback resisting one. And hold resistance, bonus ranged, and ranged weapon critical severity. And this applies 5% resistance to incoming energy damage when struck. 5% bonus rifle, don't have that. I have a shoddy and the Sompec Pulse Wave, which are both assault rather than rifle, which is a different thing in this kind of game. So, I don't know, resilient, I'm not clicking that on purpose, I just clicked it by accident, and it keeps being difficult not to click by accident. Okay, let's just open all these and see what they say, so I can see what I'm doing a little better maybe. And yeah, at arm's length helps to slow down foes. Aggressive, I don't like having... Now, the 5% bonus all damage is a nice idea, but more threat generation is like... Well, I guess it's helping to keep any, like, crew members safer, I guess, so they can dish out more doom without getting as much damage. So maybe... Let's see here. Let's just see anything that says damage and go with that first. So, damage resistance... More hit points, maybe. No, those wrong type of things. Regeneration, maybe, but I don't know the controlled things as well as I'd like. And I'm going more with damage output, I'm trying to anyway. So maybe soldier, that is more bonus range damage at least. Okay, so we got those. Alright, so applies resistance to damage. Rifle damage, no. We have two different things, okay. Don't have that. Okay, damage resistance. Psionic, maybe. So critical chance and increase to expose. Okay, that's definite maybe then. Creative is kit performance. 2% bonus damage when flanking your target. So this is more stealth, so that would go against the other one, the aggressive one. This is 5% bonus all damage, so let's go with that one. But I don't know how it would be funny. It would be funny to have both aggressive and covert. I mean, more stealth, I guess it counters itself. And exploit damage. Threat generation, all damage, 2% damage when flanking. I mean, okay, maybe let's try it. It doesn't say it contradicts, so alright, I'm not complaining. It just seems silly because it seems like it would contradict each other. But, oh well, not complaining though. I do tend to complain. I'm just not complaining here though, so I don't know. Let's see, resilient, no. Maybe the shield harmonic type thing, I don't know. That's just damage resistance, so hold, slow, placate resistance, maybe. Sure-footed, maybe. Either that or stubborn. But, alright, let's go with that for now. And, oh yeah, space traits. Let's clear this out also to make sure that we have the right ones for the Tour of the Galaxy mode as well, although I'll probably have to redo it when we get into space, because of course active space reputation, we don't have anything new there. Okay, so let's just get these done first. See, someone is going crazy. I'm thinking it's Tursit because I'm thinking that's the Borg Tribble. I hadn't heard that sound before, but I'm thinking that's the Borg Tribble anyway. But let's see here. Space reputation, gonna look at all these stats and see which ones increase flight. Like flight abilities, whether it's turning or yeet warp or whatever else. See if that'll help us to get to be a little bit faster and more maneuverable. Especially in slipstream drive, if we can have that ability increased, that would be awesome. And especially recharging it. Because 90 seconds and then waiting a minute to recharge is silly. It's like, there was this book by Stephen Kent that I think Clone Elite or Rogue Clone, whichever one it was, like the Admiral or whatever he was friends with, made this super duper ship that had 2 FTL drives, so one could stay charged and the other one could be used. So like one was already ready to go as soon as it needed to be, instead of just there was a charge up time that took forever kind of deal. But yeah, that was the whole thing there. Anyway, let's see, next outgoing critical hit target, so minus 50% slow. Okay, yeah, don't need that. That's not useful for our flight speed. I need to get things that are useful for the Tour of the Galaxy mode at least, for increasing our flight capabilities. That's the idea anyway. So let's look through all these and see if there's anything saying anything pertaining to flight maneuverability, slipstream drive, heat warp, whatever. What is that noise? Hull regeneration, hull capacity, root disable. If there are roots in space, they'd probably dry out, but I don't know. Anyway, supposedly there's been like moss that they let grow on the outside of a space station somehow. I'm not sure how they did that, but maybe it's just, I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, flight speed, flight turn rate, there we go. There's one thing at least. Damage resistance, all damage resistance, critical severity, damage over time, area of effect damage resistance. So hull regeneration maybe. Let's see, bridge officer free charge speed, yes. That'll help with some other things at least. And let's see, control effect things, anti-proton damage resistance. Taking damage, become immune for 3 seconds. Well, that sounds neat. Phase resistance, hold knock, repel, disable, slow resistance, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Just maybe though. And armor penetration. Drain ability, alright, shield capacity, hold disable or repel effect, immunity to control effects. That's similar to the ground thing, isn't it? Hull regeneration, I don't know. Field capacitor, Omega graviton amplifier, so I don't know. We're not dealing with the Borg right now. But it would help with other things though, so maybe. Omega Kinetic Sharing deals 10% of your outgoing damage as damage over time. Bonus exotic damage. Let's see. Targets, so negative 42.9 all shields, cool. Critical hit chance. Radiation damage at 1. Okay, don't care. Shield healing, not for the Galaxy mode. Saru's Grace. Interesting. Control powers, add stacks to self, damage and speed. Superior shield repair, tactical advantage, so target's health is less than something, okay. Accuracy rating, damage over time, resistance. Torpedo bridge, officer ability reduces remaining recharge of science fridge, nope. Torpedo damage, and you know what, let's just go with that. And then going back up here, do we have anything else here? No, okay, and Starship traits, let's see, oh wow, we have new ones to go through, okay. Let's go through them all now. So, what do we have here? See if there's any that are good for Tour of the Galaxy mode, which I might play the Tour of the Galaxy quest after this, but we need to start at the Delta Quadrant right near the Tour homeworld, which is like the farthest down that starts usually. Let's see here. All enemies within a 5 cone behind you. I like this theta radiation thing. It works well with the crop dusting in space. So I will keep that one for the LeSabre Ardenta in particular. But yeah, best defense. I don't really use those attack patterns that well. I need to have more space for having other things. So yeah, let's not do that at this moment. Okay, power drain from reverse. Removes power drain from reverse. I don't care. See, anything about flight. Anything about flight first for the mode of flying faster. Alright, when defeating your primary target, negative 25 recharge time on bridge officers. Yeah, let's do that maybe. Demolition team, space trait, short distance. Okay, let's see. Every 4 seconds applies a demolition team debuff to your primary target. Once 3 debuffs applied, deals 287.7 damage with 100% shield penetration. Okay, well that's interesting. Dimensional modulation, so all, okay. Max once per 10 seconds, plus 3 to 30% bonus all damage with the number of targets. Okay, sure, there we go, that'll help with the swarm a little bit when we have a swarm. So 50% shield and hull healing if healed target is at or above 90% hull. What? Okay. Let's see. So what's this here? Removes power drain from reverse while in reverse. What? Having your ship in reverse. Okay. I don't know. Best defense. Okay. And unconventional. So activating brace for impact. Ah, that's the thing. Okay. So this is for if you go in reverse. This is if you press abilities. I don't know. Let's see. Bridge officer heals. You can heal someone while they're above that and they gain boost. Yeah, maybe. Let's go with that for now. And demolition seems, yeah, sure. There we go. Alright, now personal space traits. Let's pick the flight ones as much as we can. So, innocuous? No, that just looks like it shows flying, but it's not. Point blank, okay. Definitely want Grace under fire, but yeah, let's do the flight ones first. So, flight and full impulse. Warp core, so Starship warp core potential and electroplasma system flow. Let's see, hull restoration, not yet. Shield, no. Not yet, anyway. Shield. I actually like the Bajoran shields because they can deal damage out anytime that they drop, so keeping them near where they're about to drop is actually useful. But yeah, anyway, just having the hull heal enough, though, that's a good thing, though. But anyway, projectile weapon damage, maybe. Let's make sure we get all the flight abilities increased first for the Tour of the Galaxy mode. As I will keep saying, just in case anyone new is listening ever. And it's not just myself talking to myself as I normally do. Because I'm a crazy person. Wah! Especially if anyone disagrees with me, then I'm obviously crazy or just stupid, because if you disagree with someone, they must be the one that's stupid. Right? Anyway, 2% bonus damage per team member. Okay. That's a thing for task force, I guess. Anyway. bonus defense thing, maybe maximum hull points. Oh my word. Beam barrage. I'm keeping with torpedoes mostly. Just a few beams that go along with sets to have more things. Stack of charge. Maybe getting the Ethereum beam thing would be cool. Now, I've had these before, and they do have a cool little pulse of damage type thing. I don't exactly know how it works. I mean, it shows you in all this text what it does supposedly, but it's also like, so much to read. But oh well. Anyway. Accuracy. Let's go through these. So there's 3 more things to get. Beam, no. Bulkhead, maybe. 10 plus defense rating, maybe. Damage per team member, that would help with TFOs. Kinetic and physical damage. Okay, outgoing hull healing. Plus 25 threat generation. Wonderful. So minus 25, so we could get both of these and just, that would cancel out the threat generation ideally, and then just increase the critical and outgoing hull healing. Wonderful. Projectile shield penetration, maybe. We do have torpedoes. Torpedoes in the water! Capitan, by you! The, Red October. Anyway, there we go. So, this is maybe not the best for a torpedo build. Let's see. When hit from a side, okay, no. Regenerative control synergy, maybe. Shield techie. Hull restoration, maybe. You know what, yeah. Unless... Let's see, where was the thing from Outpost 31? We need to find that. But alright, let's go and save this. We picked through all the garbage, so let's save under Tour of the Galaxy mode and see if it actually saves the game. And we'll have to redo it all again at some point when I go back to Annihilation mode and find I have to redo it anyway. But for now, that works, hopefully. Hopefully. So now more enemies to make crispy. And let's see, how does that work? Oh, that's what that effect is. The lightning and the thunder. It was so nice of the Iconian constructs to just wait for us to bring their doom. Oh well. So here we go now to the bridge to fight more Iconians. And then we'll play Jen Ledger's song Iconic and get copyrighted. Yay! No, not really.
Morale!
Oh my word, this needs some doom, alright.
Could use a little help.
Are you sure? I think you're right about that. Well, that took my shields down to half strength. Yep, there goes Goliath, extra crispy. It's annoying when pressing some abilities to just stay stuck in place for a moment. Alright, so...
I think that's the last of them.
Are you sure?
What's our status?
Our status is doomed. Do you disagree? Can you disagree? All other ships are secure.
Your ship is damaged and you have crew in sickbay, Morale. I don't want any unnecessary casualties. I have great respect for your abilities, but if this is some sort of Klingon, glory-seeking, never give up, today is a good day to die kind of thing...
Never give up, never surrender, never feed Bender.
Everyone on this ship knew the risks when we started this mission, including me. The boarding parties are gone, and we need to keep moving. We have to get to the station and finish our mission before we run into any more Herald patrols.
That's a thing I didn't notice that they did, is drinking a soda can or something. What soda is that? Is it just a water that's bubbly? It shows bubbles. So, I don't know. Either way, Cervella's drinking something. Is it the Vulcan Spice Tea? Because, okay, she has Vulcan Spice Tea, I guess. But would it be in a can? It's down to 14, so maybe it's the Vulcan Spice Tea. Just it's an Arizona can-like thing, I guess. So that's neat. Anyway, can your ship continue?
As much as I hate to say it, you're right. If we live through this, your mom is going to be so proud. But she's going to think I was an idiot for trying to hold you back. That's if we live. What do we need to do to get your ship back up and running?
I need to get her the eye patch so she looks more like Ellie Langford, although I really do like those style of things, the Google glasses that they had on DS9, except without the Google part.
I know a few of Andrew's tricks. Use one of his encrypted override codes to lock the Heralds out of our computers so they couldn't take control of the ship. I could use some extra hands to get these systems restored.
Are you going to graft the hands onto your arms, or, like, are you going to get new arms, or how does this work?
Good job on the computers, Morale, but Andrew? Did he teach you anything else that got him sent to a penal colony?
Can't that wait until later, Captain. We need to get the burn back online. Alright. So let's take items so that we can eat them onto the exchange for 1 energy credit each. There's just the one though. So, oh well. Here we go. Restore power relays. And restore computer control over here now. Here we go.
That does it. Let's both get back to our ships and finish this.
Okay. But why? When we're having such a fun time here. Oh well, let's go, I guess. Let's go. Onward to leaving. 'Tis a silly place. It's only a model. And once again, reference to the movie Monty Python. As if anyone's listening to care. Thank you to anyone who is. But yeah, say hello if you want to. I don't type on chat because my keyboard's onto my netbook. Like, a netbook is like propped up like in a stand with some books underneath it and a fan beneath it, so it's getting airflow to hopefully stay cool enough to stay operational. So I have a external keyboard on it rather than just the one on the top that's a little difficult to reach.
The Heralds are going to notice one of their patrols is missing.
Go.
Let's move.
Okay, chill out, dude. So yeah, let's also get these out before I press the button here and the timer starts. Fly through a ring. 6 rings to go. Alright, ready when you aren't. Okay, time to go through the rings of doom. 10 seconds to go, yeah.
Time to pick up the pace, people.
Where is the salsa? You mentioned pace.
I got some scans of those ships. Should give me an advantage when we get to the station.
We're coming up on the center of their operations.
Yay. Okay, so there's one here. And will we get it, the game? Are we Superman?
Detecting Solanae energy signatures ahead.
Awesome.
Solanae, ugh.
Exactly.
They give me the creeps.
The doom.
Target the ships defending the station.
Time for doom again. Can't wait to get more doom again. Ah, crap, I didn't flop out the... I mean to get rid of these so that we can get new ones, because I want to have the Phoenix go through the vault mission. Because that is a cool one. Did I get repulsed? Like, usually I'm the one repulsing everyone. That's what I do best in life. But oh well, here we go. Oh joy, more junk to deal with. Wonderful. That is a cool effect though.
Weston, you're up. We'll keep him busy.
And time for him to go crispy again.
On it.
3rd time's a charm.
Iconian energy signature detected.
Are you sure about that?
Evasive maneuvers. Pattern, Paris Delta 2.
Extra crispy.
Andrew!
He's gone. Like yesterday is
We need to
gone.
abort. We can't do this without Weston.
Yes, you can.
I can do it. Andrew gave me a backup copy of his algorithms in case something happened.
We're falling back.
Dad, I know you mean well, but
All this
I
time
have to
sitting
do
around
this.
and letting him take more
you know
firing
what will happen if
solutions.
the Solanae can break through.
It's like you
We'll
flew
lose
right into
everything.
the beam. I guess they only point
Okay,
forward,
Moral.
maybe.
You can be almost as stubborn as your mother, but I know when I'm beat. All right, people, you heard her. We're going in hot. Cover Morale's ship so she can finish this.
And next, he's going to
We
give
are
lessons
Delta
on how
Flight,
to convince
and
others
we will
to
not
paint
be
fences.
stopped.
Like Tom Sawyer in the book Huckleberry Finn. Sometimes I've said Huckleberry Finn is the one doing it, but it's the other thing, the adventures of that. Anyway, whatever, who cares? It's a fictional thing, and it does relate to how some things behave. But whatever. No. Whatever. No. Alright. I was hoping to actually show a friend the thing with getting... oh, whatever. The Phoenix to fly through the vault mission. So maybe I'll get just all these Romulan things completed. The Scorpion fighters, not Romulan, they're Reman really, I guess. Come on, I'm pointing right at it.
The station shields are down. It can be damaged.
Awesome. So, now we need to do that. Yay, more Doom. Well, at least have...
we're getting there. Attack the Dreadnought.
How about I attack the station more? Alright, let's fly through this giant collection of energy and see if I go crispy automatically. Will I go crispy? Nope, I didn't go crispy. I'm still not going crispy. How is this possible? How is possible? Oh well. It's not really possible, it's just silly. Mere fighter? They're fighting peace? Or are they fighting for peace? Which one is it? Or are they merely a fighter? And it has nothing... No, it's spelled M-I-R, which in Russian is mir for peace. I mean, the word for peace is mir. Whatever. Anyway. I think they don't mean that in this case. That's not what those things are used for. If they're for fighting, I mean, I guess they're peacekeeping then, and that's what it is. Oh well, whatever.
Drones left on the station. Take them out now.
2 more things to do again. We did 2 last time, now there's 2 more that we should have been able to have gotten the other time. The shielding node.
Last node. Destroy it, and we can take out the Dreadnought and finish this.
Yes. And it won't not dread anymore.
Shields are offline. Destroy the Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought of Doom again. Can't wait to get more Doom again. Hello, would you like some more Doom? We're here to provide it. All the Doom you can stomach. 50 gigatons. At least. It was hilarious in the episode Voyager, Season 6, Episode 20, the start of it, where it's like, we need to channel like so many terawatts of power to this function, and the guy in charge of it just doesn't care about his job. He only likes that it gives them like a lot of privacy to run calculations over and over for some reason.
They're trying something, and it's not just to bring their shields up. I think they're activating the station. They're trying to bring the Solanae through.
Bring it, Crispy Doom. Let's go.
Detecting a power surge!
Power surge of Doom.
I have their main computer. They're still trying to start the conversion process, but their shields are completely down.
Doopy-doo,
Okay,
down,
let's
down.
blow up this thing and head home.
Yay. More Crispy Doom. Alright, well,
We're being pulled
singularity
in.
time.
Evasive
That
maneuvers.
sucks.
Yeehaw!
Nuke 'em, cowboy. Alright, there we go. More Doom. Always more Doom. Never Christmas. Or is it Christmas when there is enough Doom? Who knows?
I found something interesting in the computer system before the station blew. It's
Yay.
coordinates for another sphere.
Uh-huh.
And this one
Okay,
looks to
good.
be...
The station is just
Blah,
exactly.
blah, 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 blah. Come on.
Losing Weston is regrettable,
Yay.
but we needed a victory today.
Alright, this
Thanks
is what I
to
was
you,
getting. The console
have one.
engineering polaric
Defeating
modulator.
a Herald Dreadnought.
That's the one. Alright. And now I'm going to put that onto the Rio Grande. Here we go. Or I actually have gotten other ones, but I meant to get this one particularly for this. So let's save it under Butters the Pavi Chicken. So there we go. And I'm going to save on flying the vault mission until I do a few other things here, so I can actually, like, I don't know, show someone other than myself flying the Phoenix. It's a hologram overlay of the small craft. the Phoenix thing there anyway. I don't know. Let's see here. We're in the what quadrant? We're in the Alpha Quadrant. Okay, let's go to DS9. Yeah, let's go to DS9. And let's see here how long it takes us to fly with Heat Warp. Banana. Shift R. M. And let's reselect DS9 so it actually will go there and not just fly right past it and be like, you can't go to deep space. No, we want to go to Deep Space 9, not Deep Space. Or Deep Star 6, which is a fairly good movie about like a giant lobster and a crew underneath the ocean that has like the most incompetent technician ever and the worst programmed mission computer or whatever it would be, and the manual for it is also like, who wrote these things? I guess they didn't really care about their work. But either way. Anyway. Onward to the joy of doing something over here. Maybe after we're here, I'm gonna make sure we're stopped and switch back to annihilation mode, because I'm not gonna be touring the galaxy. That was just for the purpose of flying through the Delta flight thing. So going back to the LeSabre Ardents thing, load out, and then back to annihilation mode. So let's see, we have the Bajor Defense, Hyper Impulse, Bajor Defense, alright, all these things. And let's see, anything transferred from here? No. Okay. And we could do other things here, I don't know. We need to get the Universal Subspace Fracture Tunneling Field thing and the Universal Reactive Anti-Proton Cascade Emitter for making that as good as it can be, but let's see, is there another thing here? The Interface Against Stability thing? Maybe, where is that supposed to go? Because we just have this temporally shielded data core thing. It's good for increasing damage resistance. This one is air effect radiation and DOT and mobility thing for dealing damage on enemies in the game. I don't know that either are really that good for just playing the vault mission or whatever else would be for the, what is it called? Let's see, shield capacity and hull capacity, maybe. You know, that's good enough here, maybe, if I were to do that. But there's not really much of a point on those. Nanite reinforced circuitry, so hull regeneration and hull capacity. I don't know. Well, the shielded data core is okayish, I guess. And the Akar's Vengeance thing. Maybe that could go here. It's universal, right? Oh, the other one can't go there. Okay, so this has to be its own thing. Alright, unequip that. Then that can go there. And then we could put the... what is it called? The turret. The... Where is it? There it is. Oh, we have to unselect it from here because it can't transfer from the main ship. Okay, so then... maybe put the turn or the temporally shielded thing here, maybe then. Alright, there we go with that. And then saving that. And then let's see, do we have anything missing here that I need to replace? Not that I notice anyway. Not yet. It's always something though. And let's see, do I need to change everything here again? Like, oh, these are still the ones from the other thing. Or no, nanite repair one, that's different. And the techie... did I change it up to all aspects account for it? This might be the ones I had before. And Starship traits. Okay, this is a little bit different than I had. Okay, so what's this? Bonus damage. Brace for impact grants that. Let's see here. Space rate. Get the demolitions team one going there. This is outgoing. Heals are more effective. So yeah, let's keep that one. This is about more targets. Okay. And space reputation. Okay, it didn't change the ground reputation, but let's see. Torpedo, bridge officer recharge, kinetic damage, and shield penetration. Okay. And affects anything alive. 2 kilometer sphere. Shearing. Okay, what is that? Deals 10% of that is outgoing. Eh, that's not as good as it could be. In active space, we only have 2 abilities? I thought we had more. Oh well, not yet anyway, I guess. We hopefully will with more reputation. Hopefully. So let's pick one more thing. Hull repairing nanites. Maybe nanoprobe generator, Omega. That's the thing I had. Maybe just because of Omega. Let's see, 5%, so to target, so a lot shields lost there, maybe. You know what, let's go with that. Call it a day for that then. And then go back to status, to the saber, and save it under annihilation mode and hope for the best. There we go. Okay, there we go, maybe. And I still should put maybe the vault things back so we keep using them up. I don't know. Yeah, let's not bother with that. I do want to play the vault mission, but I probably should play it again like when everyone else that I actually have watching shows up, rather than just playing this on my own while streaming for no one apparently to say anything. So that's depressing. Oh well. Here we go. Do I have it on like approved subscribers only, or it doesn't say that anywhere that I see anyway, but I guess it's just not showing it to anyone here, so whatever though, whatever. It's the joy of YouTube. Maybe I streamed too many times today trying to get it to work while others in my sister's household decided to clog the entire internet, and everyone else was online at the same time as well. But, oh well, can't do anything about that. It's just how the algorithm works, or some other nonsense. It's like, yeah, making it so people can't win, so that they get a little bit more that they can spam their advertisements on without paying the people who make the content that they don't value. How fun. But I just need to be absolutely perfect enough, I know. So much perfect. Right. And oh well. Oh well. So, let's see. Anything I should put away in the bank that's not awkward whatsoever. Okay, so this is... Alright, so let's put these away. And let's see, anything else that is just like one of those types of items that's Polaron split beam. No, that needs to go onto a ship there. These are also things that need to go back on ships somewhere. That also, what the heck, where did it go? Why didn't it go back? Oh well. I need to fix so many things again. Alright, so let's see, what else should I do here? Alright, let's move some things around. I sort of want to play the TOS mission thing at some point. But yeah, let's go here and see about... Okay, yeah, they moved the other thing I got there away, so that's fun. So I want this to be there. And Butters the Poppy Chicken gets the tactical console, the automated defense turret, and I don't know, the polaric modulator thing. Let's see, that one is on the LeSabre. And I already have 2 others, so oh well. Is this one lower tier? No, it's very rare also, I just haven't upgraded any of them yet. But this one's particularly for here now, rather than just somewhere random. So let's see, of these, which one's better? This one has the slipstream turn and all that sort of stuff. The other one there has, oh, 100% slipstream turn, 20% slipstream speed. This one has 60. So maybe it would be better to have the one there just in case, like switching it between the 2 ships kind of thing. And let's see here. what else should we do now? And these are just garbage ones there for the deflector. And the impulse engines, I think it makes sense to have the Bozeman one on here for when I play with having the Phoenix hologram on it. And let's see, Cavalli stuff. So we have 2 of the Cavalli items here at least. I could probably change to one of the other things is that as well. Where is it? Solane. I might not have gotten this Cavalli one then. Which I'll need to replay Dust to Dust and get it, maybe if that's where it is anyway. Mako, is that the one that has the slipstream crap? Oh, that's funny. I thought I almost saw someone write in my comments section there. That would have been nice. But nope, no one's there. Just my own mind going crazy. Wishing it were easier to win on this stupid site. But nope, let's see. Hot restart, removes engine, disable conditions. 38 for... Yeah, this one's actually better for turning. Okay, so the Bozeman can go on something else, I guess. Maybe the Claymore. Yeah, the Claymore can get the Bozeman. There we go. That works out, I guess. And let's see here. Neutrino. Yeah, whatever. And Obelisk. And... oh, okay, well, we'll still need to get a deflector array for it. That's its own. But there's this anyway. Let's save this so it'll be something at least. And let's see, anything else floating in the void? There we go. And nothing there. And alright, there's that anyway. And let's see, any science console? Nope, okay. And anything here? The turn rate one, there you go. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's both. Well, okay. Yeah, whatever. Let's save that. The Crinum science vessel thing. And let's see, anything here we could put? I don't know. I had the interface against stability that I put on the other one. I don't want to change it up that way. Let's see, anything here. Plasma projectile, but it's just garbage tier. Okay. And nothing there. I mean, I already looked at the other things. So, yep, there we go. Any entropy devices I actually want to keep. Change up things, maybe. Still need to deck all these out better, but oh well. For now, it's probably good enough anyway. Now we need to go and sell whatever we can on the exchange, maybe, unless there's more things I need to put in the bank so I don't lose them all. Oh wait, is that a Tommy gun? That's cool. I think that's from the Lobby store. I don't have enough Lobby since I don't buy lockbox keys, but you get them from lockboxes. Oh, that's where the phaser is. I thought I lost it, but it's in the account thing. It's bound to account. Okay. So that's good. I didn't lose it. It's just in the wrong thing for me to use it normally. Wonderful. So let's see. Everyone has stuff. I don't know. And there's the phaser, the Agony Stun phaser. That actually works better than the proper one for the Terran Task Force that Elisa Flores has there. And I have the Fleet the full auto. I'd like to get the Agony Split Beam one that the Inquisitor had at some point. Would be nice to get the outfit as well. But instead, I am Batman. Pretty much. I did try using the Mirror Universe Enterprise one, but the suspender strap that's diagonal looks too much like something that idiots think that Republicans are. Just because they're idiots, and everyone who disagrees with them is evil mustache man, or some crap like that. So whatever though. Onward to the joy of trying not to give a crap about all that stuff I can't control. Now everyone just insults each other away. The game. But yay, not being the right political religion to have a channel that actually pays money. Yay. Freedom of speech isn't freedom of reach, except isn't burning books the same thing kind of deal? But whatever though. It's like, guess who's actually the evil mustache man? It's whatever, who cares? Onward to the joy. of just enjoying a game and not worrying about all the crap outside. Because there's always too much to deal with anyway, and there's nothing that you can really do anyway. Aside from just get worked up into having an aneurysm or something. And then it's like, I'm so angry because the TV told me to be. Wah. But yeah, that's brilliant. Extra crispy brilliant. But yeah, whatever though. Okay, so we got all the reputation stuff reset again. Again. And again. And we still need to put that somewhere. Wonderful. Okay, anything else that needs to go into the... We need to put the Crinum torpedo... Okay, Crinum torpedo and the turn rate thing, those need to go onto some ship somewhere. Alright, those are going somewhere now. Okay, excuse me everyone. Alright. Here we go with finding somewhere for those to go. Let's see, what were they? So this needs to go with the chronometric polaron thing. I think that's on the Sherman. There we go. Yep, that goes to the Sherman. Alright, so you're going back there finally. Let's save that so it hopefully doesn't get lost again. And then the turn rate one, let's see. Is it there? Is that gone already? No, that's Plas weapon power setting. Okay, wonderful. The joy of having no one to talk to. The game. Oh well. Such is life. And let's see, what is this one anyway? Phaser damage resistance. Okay, so let's save this one here now. And let's go to the Claymore and see... Okay, not there. Let's see, are any of these universal? So power transfer rate, you know what, let's change that to the damage resistance thing. And then save that, because this is more something that's going to be taking damage. And then what's this thing here? Power transfer, there we go. There we go. That makes more sense there, maybe a little bit anyway. Probably could put the anti-proton field back on this ship and then find something better. I use that way too much and it's way too loud. I mean, it is really effective against swarms, but it's also just plain loud. I don't really want to get rid of it though. But if I do, it'll be back to the Empress ship. Because that's where it's from anyway, but part of the whole thing in Star Trek Online is taking consoles from random ships and putting them on other random ships. Or the one that you like the most anyway, which I do like the Lexington the most. Okay, so what's all this business? Open vaccine-specific colonists, and no, not purchasing random idiots. I don't want to. Let's see here. Let's open boxes from the reputation system and see what we've got to throw onto the sales thing. The game. And probably let's clear up some garbage and put the rest on the exchange. That we can put on the exchange. I wish we could put all this garbage on the exchange. I mean, why not, you know? But apparently they have it where you can't do anything for some reason. So yay for them. I'm sure there's some mega rationale like, oh, if you did that, then people might be making a profit on it. It's like, what are you, Ferengi? Or the opposite of Ferengi? Or what's the deal? Is there some philosophy by which it's like, you can't sell things you got from your reputation? Why not? It's mine now, isn't it? What the heck? Well, but, oh, I guess it's evil too, somehow. There's always some way everything is, if you say it is for a moment before you change your mind and make it not again. But whatever though. Whatever though. Onward to posting things, the game. And seeing if I crash here, the game. Oh well. Here we go again with this crap. Eatage into space. And I've got to make sure all the duty officers have stuff to do after I make sure I have the right ones. In the annihilation mode still there, and I don't have to replace them with anyone. because I guess that's a good place to be here, is at the exchange if I need to get more to have the same functions. You know what, actually, let's see, what would it be here anyway? Under duty officers, active space. So we do have increased versus Tholians, recharge time, Tychon's Rift. Do I have Tychon's Rift deck? Oh, it doesn't show here, of course. Immobilize with warp plasma, recharge torpedoes. Let's change the quality to include rare and uncommon and common, so we see all the places where things are and see if we can find a good one for that. So let's see here. Space Warfare Specialist. Let's see if we can find a good one that does damage versus Borg or Chimerans or something. So Access Exchange. Duty Officers. Tactical. Space. Okay, Warfare Specialist. Space. And inequality. Let's go with Epic first and usable items only. And of course these are duty officers and not really items, but it's a video game and they're all just cards. They're not actual humans, of course, obviously. They're just cards in a video game. So here we go. Ones that we can actually afford at 500,000 starting the game. So Undine. Alright, will you guys show versus something? Okay, well the first one says Undine, then Klingons. If we fought Klingons that often, that would be good, but that's what you're going for kind of thing. Also is versus Orions. Orions, Tholians. Do these show anything yet? Okay, so some of them are versus Undine. It might just be random. It might be showing the wrong ones also. Wow, wait, this guy, he's the defector. It says space damage versus Tholians. 2 million credits. Yeah, for 2 million credits he was willing to help defeat his own friends. Well, his former friends, whatever. Who cares? Alright, space weapons expert. Chance on using an energy weapon firing mode or 1 or 2 to trigger the 2 or 3 version instead. Huh. Maybe. Not for 3 million though. But okay. So Tholians, and nothing. It says nothing at the moment anyway. Just 10% all damage. That's what it says there now. 10% all damage. Okay. And 25% chance on using energy firing mode 1 or 2 to get 2 or 3 instead. Okay. So Vincent Kish does that crap. Alright. And Bada. There should be Bing. If there's Bada, there should be someone named Bing. That would be funny. But she does increased damage versus Borg. So, yay. And this dude here, the card Zudko, or Zudo, whatever, versus Romulans. So, alright, there's those dudes. Yeah, okay. None of these I really care about. Let's see if rank rare has any. I'd rather stick with very rare or higher if possible. Apparently there's just one rare, 7.5 damage increase. Wonderful. So let's just go back to rare, and then let's see under duty officers if there's any others that might be cooler. But so long as we're doing the crystalline catastrophe one, it's probably better just to go with the other things. Let's see here. Reduce the time to recharge when targeting subsystems. Okay. Evasive maneuvers. So chance to reduce time to recharge. So that's a con officer. So invasive maneuvers is one I use fairly often. So let's see if there's any better in the con officers here. Let's see, where would that even be? Not tactical. Oh, it is tactical. Okay. Let's search. Alright, so recharge time reduced for tactical team and buff. Okay. And this one here, 450,000 to reduce time to recharge evasive maneuvers. Alright, so 450 for the lowest. No. Okay, wait. What? Which one is which? Oh, here's. Now this one's saying for 400k, and now this one's 399k. What? Why is it changing up all the time? Alright, well, I don't know, dawn maybe. If we want to go with that, I don't know if I do. Yeah, let's see projectile. Let's see here. If there's anyone under projectile weapons. There we go. Let's see here what they have. Reduce time to recharge torpedoes. Reduce time, reduce time, reduce time. At least it's all torpedoes for now, which makes sense for them being projectile officers. Alright, next page of them. And now they're up to more than I have, and it's still all reduced time to recharge. Nothing new. Alright, what's the Brad Bonham guide things? Okay, he's a security officer. Toxic clouds from torpedoes. That is one that would be cool. So let's see here. Security officer. They somehow have an ability to affect torpedoes. Who knows how? I don't know. I don't want to find out. Maybe they're sharing the Pancho's buffet with the universe. But let's see here. Chance to beam down more. Alright, and that's it. And there's a Kabali one there. Increased damage versus Vodwar. Huh. For ground and space. Yeah, maybe. This would definitely be good for the Delta Quadrant. And you know what? For half of what I have for energy credits, this one might actually be worth it for now. So yeah, let's go with that while that one's still there. And let's actually get that going. So you are going away. And you are going to be here. The Tholians are annoying, but they're nowhere near as annoying as the freaking Vodwar. Because, the Vodwar are a pain. Let's see, can we have two of them? Yay! Toxic clouds from torpedoes as well. Alright, there we go with that. And let's see, eject warp plasma, Tychon's Rift. Let's see though. I do like the Tychon's Rift thing, but let's see if there's like placate, immobilize, recharge hangar bays, flight deck officer. Maybe that would help speed up that at least. I don't know. Let's see, recharge time on all transport abilities. That would be good, maybe. Improved hazard emitters. Now that's a definite maybe even. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Because keeping health while dealing with the Vodwar is a pain. Because they just deplete it so quickly, especially if you can't speed up the evasive maneuvers fast enough.
You're a winner!
Yay! Randomly hearing Chase Masterson say things like, "You're a winner." It's like, Alright, let's go and get the con officer though. Okay, tactical, con officer, search. And let's see here where the recharge. So Varus, I think she was also. Come on, let it actually show. Improve recharge time by 5 seconds. Is this the same? Is this the same? Oh my word. So 5 seconds. Let's see, any others? Let's go to Epic, see if there's anything there. There isn't, that's visible, to me anyway. And nothing under ultra rare, so just very rare. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Lad, she looks like a Muppet. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but this is a fictional alien. I'd rather go with Dawn. So it's only 1,000 energy credits more. I do like how she looks too, but I already have Dawn now. So, okay, there we go. Whatever, it's a game. And it's also how equal opportunity employment works. So, whatever. My own stupid statements that no one cares to hear. Because, well, at least YouTube doesn't care for me to say anything. The game. So let's increase that. Let's see, reduce time for torpedoes. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. The torpedoes will recharge regardless. Keeping more time away from the Vodwire is a good thing. So we'll change that up again later at some point. But the Vodwire are a pain even with a really super duper high tech jet fighter while we're dealing with the 99 left balloons floating in the summer sky. But anyway, let's save the ship. Stations, no, skill status, there we go. So loadouts and save to annihilation mode. And let's see, traits, no, we got all the traits in, I think. Let's see, active space, only those, active ground. Alright. Let's see, skills, do we have any more specialization points? Nope, not yet anyway. Alright, so what specialization do I have? Strategist and Miracle Worker. Okay, so there's those. Alright, so let's go back. Every so often I think I see someone commenting, and it just seems to disappear, like right in the corner of my eye. Like, what the heck? Alright, let's do the Beyond the Nexus one for the moment. I just sort of like that mission after a while. Dealing with the Q-like thing, or like the... not entirely like the thing that doomed Tasha Yar, but sort of similar in a few ways. But yeah, here we go with this short, simple mission, Beyond the Nexus. Beyond the Nexus of Doom, pretty much. Maybe I could put this crap on the small craft, the shuttlecraft. Oh, I did want to check and see if I could get a different shuttlecraft. I probably don't have enough fleet points or whatever it's called though. And I still need to get everything up to Reputation T6 to get all the T6 ship module things as well. But probably just better to spend dilithium or something. Or if I actually spend real money at some point, it should be after I pay back all the stupid Crash App loans that I keep spending on food. While my rich relatives here just keep buying vacations for themselves all the time and everything. And they donate their chickens' eggs to charity. Whatever the heck that actually means. Good to see you again.
Looks like the two missing ships are here, although they're both in a disabled state. Neither of them have responded to our hails.
Yeah, they suck.
That's entirely possible. Even minimal exposure to the Nexus can be pretty disruptive to ship systems. I think we should take a closer look. Things could be worse than our initial scans have indicated.
Let's get closer and scan them. Alright, here we go. Time for more Doom again. Answer hails.
Apologies.
No apology accepted.
Something's not right here.
You don't say. Alright, scanning them, and let's see here. Red alert, time for Crispy Doom. And yep, here we go. The Madison is mad. One galaxy class to another. Shocking. The Enterprises are fighting.
Whatever they fired just disrupted most of our systems. We're sitting ducks over here.
Wait, you're a duck now? What? How did this happen? Jordy, what happened to you? Why are you a duck? How did you become a duck?
We're still trying to figure out what they hit us with over here.
I don't know either. Alright, yeah, let's go with Tervel.
Looks like someone activated the security system on this deck. Fortunately,
let's go. Let's go fight some Borg now. Alrighty.
This holodeck's damaged. Let's try the next one.
Onward to the next one. We've got fun and games.
Alright, let's get to work. With luck, we should be able to fight. Someone's
Let's go.
Activating Program Barclay, 42 Epsilon. Safety protocols are disengaged.
Boomly doom.
Please, help us! The Borg are everywhere!
Yeah, that happened.
The program's locked. We'll have to survive the battle to leave.
Yay. Another ionized anti-proton unleash thing, or whatever it's called, the anti-proton unleash. I forget where I got it, but it's very useful. Well, at least
Last
it
wave.
works.
Unless they change the program.
They clump up enemies together, so it helps them to get one blast of doom. Otherwise, you have to angle it a little bit better than I'm doing right now. Like, have them in a line as much as possible. But yeah, let's see here. 4. And that went away already. And that's gone. Like yesterday is gone. Here we go again. Alright. Where's the enemy?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
If there's anything I can do to repay you, anything at all.
Can you make cheeseburgers?
That's definitely a Reg Barkley program.
Yep, okay. Let's get on with it. Get on with it. Alright. Overriding the things from Outpost 31. And it's a dilithium mining game again. It always is. I just don't like it as much. Come on. I mean, I think I liked this back years ago more when I had faster reflexes. It's not even that demanding, it's just tedious to have to keep changing.
That did it.
This is Commander to 5.
Yep, to 5. Alright, there we go. Time for going again. Setting shotgun to stun. How does that work? Who the heck knows? I sure don't. But anyway, it's a video game for anyone that doesn't know already somehow. How? Who knows? Hello, how you doing, Tafai?
Thank you for coming. The Madison has been taken over by hostile forces.
You don't say.
And we are in dire need of assistance.
Yay.
We responded to a distress call from USS Forrestal.
Yep, you did that.
An alien.
Picking up transporter signals, multiple contacts.
Hello.
We've got incoming.
Stick together and blast. Or, well, I didn't press 2, but I pressed 3 instead.
Inbound.
Shoddy is done. I usually use the electrical one. That only has like arcs that go a few dozen feet. But, yeah, somehow that's less deadly than something that sends projectiles at supersonic, or nearly sonic speeds at least.
Looks like we bought ourselves a little...
Yep, okay. And...
I have a feeling these attacks...
Take these psionic...
Alright, there's all that. Let's go. Let's go, Crispy. Let's go. And this one I'll switch back to the Sompek. It's not like anyone's watching for me to make a challenge for some reason, just to have a challenge. It's like, this is called the Extra Wasting Time Challenge. Time to waste time extrally.
Watch it! They're beaming in reinforcements.
Are you sure? Why would they do that? Do they need help? Here's override shield safety, so when it dispenses the antimatter, it'll be nice and toasty. There we go.
Heads up!
Yeah, this looks
more
survivable.
Hostiles incoming.
Yeah, they do that. And zap. And more zap. And zap. So much zap. Zap Brannigan from Futurama? How about no? No more future drama. Well, no, there'll be plenty of future
We've got
drama.
a couple
Always.
problems here.
Yeah, you don't say? Are you sure? Are you sure? I think there are lots of problems, more than just a couple, but these are some of them at least. But yeah, I guess playing this at night doesn't get as much attention as like early morning or in the evening. Oh well. Hello to anyone watching that's just lurking though. I don't know if I set a setting wrong or what's the deal. You know, I am an introvert, but it's nice not to feel completely alone. And not just...
Nice work.
You're welcome.
Radiation...
Alright, onward to clicking a button on the tricorder to affect the antimatter reactor on a starship.
That did it.
Yay.
Main powers...
Totally not hackable by Wi-Fi, the game. Alright, there we go. Or whatever it would be called, a wireless network system of some kind. I know that it's all Bluetooth and they get cross signals from speakers or something, or phones going to speakers.
This
and it's
ship and all upon it belong to Cosmo.
Does it really?
Starfleet disagrees with you on that.
Just a little bit.
Your words mean nothing.
Are you sure?
Kill them. Kill them now.
Yeah, you can try, but why?
We are here to assist you.
I am here to stab this thing in a video game. Yeah, keep focused on everyone else while I constantly use a K-bar. I fight like Klingon. Why not though? It is just silly dealing with a Q using a K-bar. Or a Terran dagger particularly. There we go. If you stand away from it, it uses all these psionic attack things, which do a fair chunk of damage and disabling effect things. Whereas doing melee, they focus on things away from it.
It's back on the forestall.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. Onward to the joy. Alright, more joy. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Just another loading screen. I might stop soon and watch some Star Trek on Pluto TV or whatever. At some point, if they actually do have the newer shows for free there, I'll watch. I suppose the Starfleet Academy one's for free, but I don't see that as Star Trek. I see that as just some idiot spamming their own crap onto a theme of Star Trek. And I'd rather not deal with that. And maybe the other things are sort of like that also, but not as bad so far as I've heard. Especially Picard. It's supposed to be a little better anyway. Don't know for sure, haven't seen it, but oh well, here we go.
Shall the battle continue? Shall you strike me anew again and again?
Yes, let's go. Release it. Let's go.
Challenger stands ready to assist you.
Come on. To the Lanza Duel. I love that on the Lexington. It is good with bringing extra crispies. You know, I think I will replace the anti-proton thing. I do like it, but I use it way too much, and it's way too loud, and it doesn't have an off button. Like the enemy ships will all be crispy way too quickly anyway. So it's like, why even bother? It's no fun then, you know? Yeah. For crowd control, the eject warp plasma 3 and the gravitic platform work plenty fine anyway. Anyhow, put those on screen.
Nicely done.
Yep.
You saved a lot of... You're welcome.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go back to DS9 or to Drozan if it's in the Beta Quadrant, maybe. And see about adjusting some things. So I'm not gonna have the anti-proton field emitter anymore.
Interesting report. This alien was trapped for eons in the Nexus and wanted to leave?
It does that.
As I understand it, the Nexus is a paradise. Apparently there's at least one life form out there who disagrees. Fortunately, you saved a lot of lives, and 3 Starfleet vessels. Captain LaForge tells me they'll spend some time in space dock, but they'll be ready for duty again soon. And we can use all the ships we can get on the frontier these days. Well done.
Awesome. Extra crispy. Alright, so let's see. What sector are we in? We are in... Okay. We're in the Alpha Quadrant, so let's just go to DS9 again. Can't wait to get to DS9 again. And let's adjust the things just a little bit more. I will sort of miss the anti-proton field thing. This is... The ionized anti-proton field affects anything alive 10 max, so it still is dealing with swarms. Like 10 max, you'll still be getting rid of it. Like, you've seen how it works if you watched any of my earlier stuff, because I use it too much. And I know it's just plain loud. It is so loud. And it doesn't have an off switch. It just lasts until it's done, and it's like, But yep, alright, there's all that anti-proton damage. So that and the thing that boosts anti-proton damage can go. I might see about... Well, I'm going to just use Epic or higher... well, Mark 12 or higher consoles anyway. That's a different thing than just Epic, though. Yeah, let's go... Oh, crap. Do I need to make sure to select DS9 again? Yeah, let's do that while we're in Slipstream. Just to make sure that we'll stop when we get there. And then I'm gonna figure out what to put on the ship again, because it is a little bit tedious to be like removing things and having to figure out new ones. But yeah, that anti-proton field is very effective, but it is very annoying. And I use it too much, and it's just like, okay, let's find something else that can either boost stats or look cool and not be annoying as much. Because just like a one-off firing instead of like 2 minutes of waiting for it to clear so that the red alert can be done and we can move on with the next section would be nice. Just a little bit. Alright, so let's go dock at DS9. And let's see here. What should I do now? But yeah, I'm gonna move that away. It's annoying that it stayed there so long. I mean, I might put it back even. If there's like a thing with a lot more of a swarm ordeal. Because it is good against that, but I use it too much. I didn't use it this time, but I chose not to. But yeah, let's unequip. Unequip. Now, let's unequip all this crap. There we go. So we'll pick out the things that I actually want to keep. Now the House Martaka, it's going to stay. And this also for the turn rate. And that, okay. Prolonged engagement, let's remove that for the moment. Ferrofluid hydraulic. Yeah, let's keep that. Let's move that over here. Artillery barrage. Maybe let's keep that as well. Okay. Healing capacitor, yeah, definitely want to keep that, definitely. Prior world satellite thing, yes, keeping that. Assimilated console, yes, keeping that. Okay, so 2 science and 2 engineering consoles. Maybe we'll switch up things. So let's see here for... Let's pick the science consoles first. Let's see, what do we have? Let's go see, nothing less than very rare. Or let's remove very rare. Just do ultra rare and epic. And see what's not attached already. Not unbound. Nothing like that. Okay, so these are all going to be on other things at the moment. So, alright. Anything that's science only here, it's all saying universal. Okay, this one is a science one. Crinum temporal manipulation one. So, anti-chronoton infused thing. So that's on the Tempest Fugit. Time flies. But yeah, universal protomatter field projector. That's the hull regeneration thing. I do want to keep that, yeah. And this one here, let's see here. This is damage resistance. And it's a science one. So yeah, let's keep that one as well. Okay, and a tactical console. Let's see here. Prolonged engagement. I don't really use that properly. I don't know. And I'm not using the anti-proton thing anymore. I'm choosing not to. I could just go back on my initial thought and do it again, but why? Interface against stability. Let's say that's a definite maybe. 5% damage, 7.5 hull capacity. It's a definite maybe. But it's a maybe. I don't know. And it makes that thing. So yeah, let's go with that for now. And let's see, engineering consoles, the Trellium D1, that's also damage resistance and hull capacity and shield capacity, so yeah, that's a good one. And let's see here, maybe the turn one could be good as well. Prolonged engagement, I've already chosen not to get that one occasionally. This one has more weapon power, more stacking, max weapon power, and more flight turn rate. So I'm thinking if we're going to get an advanced engineering isomagnetic plasma distribution manifold Mark 15, this one is the best one. But let's look through the other list just in case. Just in case. And I don't know. There's going into ultra rare. Alright, so yeah, let's just go with the turn one. Alright, so let's save that before I change my mind on it. And now let's see, anything lacking anything. That has all the things for it, for the part of Sit House Martok skirmisher configuration. And this doesn't have a set, but it's the one, I've heard it's one of the best that's in the Phoenix Prize Facts, which I will always recommend. And the Terran Task Force Photon Torpedo Launcher is also having all three of its things, and this is part of that. The kinetic thing, that's part of the Omega Adapted Borg Technology thing, so we have that. And that's the Martok one, and there's the Withering Torpedo I could replace. Of things I could replace, there's the Agony one, that's a phaser damage. This is Photon Torpedo thing. I could replace that. I don't know with what though. The Kintari ones, I want to keep that on the shuttle though. And it doesn't have a thing it goes with necessarily. But yeah, let's just keep these as they are and not change it up anymore. Let's see, anything here I could place? The prolonged engagement or the oh yeah, let's put the ionized one back on the Impressa. Maybe the universal console thing, although that could just go for anything like a science one or something, so I don't know. So yeah, here I guess let's put all this crap here. I don't know. Anything else I need to put away that I don't want to accidentally sell? There is a console here, Pax nanite thing. What is this? Hull regeneration? Probably would be good to get that, but it doesn't show being there. Where does it go? What is this? It's a science one. Oh, it's not showing because it's very rare. Okay, fine. Let's put all those back and then we can show it here. Okay, and reinforced armaments, there we go, can be there. And damage resistance crap, it's critical hit, those are the same ones. Okay, so there's that. And let's save this loadout of Doom. And let's see here, anything else here? No, not for that level anyway. No, okay. Alright, nothing there for that one. And what could be here? More of that. And let's save that. Alright. And let's see. Unsaved changes because I messed around with all the things here. Yay! Fiddling around and making things worse. The game. It's the game that I'm good at in life is just making everything not functional. Because it's always easier to tear down than to build up. Pretty much. Forget whether that's in well, Proverbs or Ecclesiastes. I think it's one of those. It's been a while since I read all those. Probably need to get around to it again. It's so difficult to read anymore though. Like, just attention-wise, even for me. It's easy to complain about others, and you're like, haha, no one can read anymore. It's like, yeah, it's difficult because focus is impossible now. Somehow, I don't know how, but it is. But there we go now. The game. Alright, so now that's all set up as much as it can be at least. Alright, so now all this garbage is sell to the exchange for what can be, and then the rest of it to somewhere else. Well, that is an outfit. Alright. And it's probably a dude. But you never know. Whatever though. No. Let's see. Exchange. And let's do this. Get all the garbage flowing onto the exchange again. So whoever wants 1 energy credit items, they get their 1 energy credit items. Here we go. Selling the garbage. So anyone who actually wants them can have them for cheap. And I still need to set up the duty officers to get around to some duty of... That's it. Dropped frames and everything else. Wonderful. Or is it going to start working again? That probably is not. Alright. Such is the joy of the internet. I've spent 2 hours wasting my time here with no one even saying hello. Oh well. Game over, man. Game over. Maybe I could keep going, or try to anyway. It could have just been a hiccup, or someone deciding to download the entire works of humanity or something for 10 seconds of downloading time or something. Who knows? Whatever, let's see, will it load up again? Spent 2 hours of wasted time, why not see if I can get a little bit more? Who knows? 2 watching now, hello to whoever's there. Sorry if I'm not being entertaining enough. I'm trying, but I fail so much, like I do everything in life. Will it load though, the game? Alright, let's go. Let's go and see if I can do anything here, or if it'll just crash right away anyway. Because if it's just gonna crash, then I will call it. I sort of want to see if I can watch. Well, if it's gonna be crashing here, it probably won't be able to be watched anyway. Like Star Trek on Pluto or whatever. Because Pluto is especially tedious with trying to watch anything. See, that inhibiting polaron thing, maybe I want to keep that. Let's sort these. Okay, that's all by itself, I guess. That I don't care about. Yeah, let's sell the rest. And then let's get back to doing some mission. I sort of wanted to do the vault one. But let's see here. Repair ship? No. Let's go to requisition ship. Purchase consumables. Sell. Oh, basic engineering tech upgrade. That's a big no. If you're going to use one from the exchange, it's going to be the superior ones, and even that costs both random amounts of energy credits as well as dilithium, whereas if you're going to get one, I will go with the Phoenix prize pack only. So just getting one Phoenix prize pack right now, that's 4,500, 4.5k. So it's only a rare, and that's the worst, but it's still, you get one of those for 4,500, a Phoenix Universal Tech Upgrade at the bottom of the rare tier, and that's 38k tech points to apply to something, you know. So I don't know, pick something, I don't know, Withering Torpedo, or let's see if we can increase the House Martok one a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be close enough to upgrade to the next level, or well, getting, now it's at 0% chance, so yeah, it would just increase it to 0 still. So not going to get that to epic. Let's put that one back. Let's see, Omega Plasma Torpedo Launcher thing. See how close this is going to be to doing the other thing at 1%, so 1 out of 100 chance. So yeah, let's not do that one yet. Let's pick something that's actually low enough to actually matter. Like, you can get a whole bunch done if you go with like level 2 items. Or let's see how close this is to getting to level 13 or so. It's at level 12 right now, so upgrade that. It'll be closer, so it'll just take another one. But yeah, not quite enough. You know what? I feel like trying another round, because even with the rare one we'll get it. But yeah, buy a dilithium. No, that's the wrong one. I don't have Zen to do that with. The dilithium store. And special items, Phoenix prize pack. Let's get the last one we can right now, although I should probably save up so that I can get 10 of them. And I'm just being impatient, which is not a virtue. Obviously, impatience is the opposite of a virtue, and it's still just the rare, because it's the most probable. But yeah, if you get an ultra rare, you can change it down to 2 very rare, and then a very rare, or however many very rare, you change it down to 2 rare each for those, and then when you get to rare, you can change them up to Phoenix Universal Tech Upgrades, which are better than the other ones. But yeah, let's see here. This will at least bring it up to the next level, so when I do the vault mission or anything else that would require a shuttlecraft, we can do that. And I think I will actually do that now. If anyone says that they'd like to see me do that, then I definitely will, but yeah, let's get on with it, I guess. Otherwise, it's just inventory management, the game, and saving to Butters the Fobby Chicken. A memorial to some of the cooler birds that were lost to the neighbor's dogs. But whatever, though. Alrighty, onward to the vault mission. Picking the lock. Alright, here we go. The game. The game of making sure to turn on the Phoenix hollow emitter. And zooming in enough so we can actually see the ship, although we're out in... Well, let's begin the vault before we zoom in enough. Come on. Come on, let's load this. My word, it's so slow. Slower than me, almost. Almost. I'm only above average. By all the neurological evaluations my stepdad had me go through to try to get rid of me before I was 18, all they managed to do was make it so I couldn't sign up to the army or anything. Back when the army actually cared, before they changed their criteria down to accept anyone now, which I guess I could try. Maybe if I'm homeless again, that'll be worth it to gamble my life for whatever the heck they choose to throw people into the grinder for next. I don't really feel like it, though. Because what's the point? But here we go, though.
Obviously, this station isn't as abandoned as Intel suspected. Sensors are reading several Riemann ships in the area, and that's just the ones that we can spot. That station is immense. It must have taken an incredible amount of manpower and technology to build it. It's almost the size of a small moon.
That's no moon. Okay, let's just get all this stuff here. That one isn't there yet? Interesting. And brace for impact is there already. Diversionary tactics. That didn't go. That's fine though. There we go. And let's see, evasive maneuvers is there. Alright, give her all she's got. There we go. Grant us diplomatic immunity. No, don't care. We already did the Phoenix thing now. I just did it while it was there. So let's go. Let's go, Crispy. Let's go. Alright.
Sensors are reading a sophisticated tachyon detection network, as well as several patrolling vessels. For an abandoned station, this facility certainly has a lot of activity. My people are experts at stealth technology. If we want to approach unseen, we must avoid confrontation and find a way to evade or jam their sensor grid. We must assume that if we engage the ships here, they'll notify whoever is left on the station, and it may become difficult to find an entry point.
Yep. Let's go. Alright, and let's page up to zoom in. So, yep, here we go. Gonna go toward the asteroid that's over here. Zoom out to make sure we're actually pointed at it. Now, there are some warbirds that are 12 kilometers out. Let's increase thrust and keep them greater than 10K, because 10K is engagement range. I mean, we can see them, so you'd think that they could see us, especially since they're experts at scanning for even cloaked things, because they have to be. But yeah, there's a beta tachyon particle at least. We could scan that, get that. Alright, it's the same mini game as for the rocket thing.
The Riemanns are all over this.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's all that there. So yeah, the blinky thing's probably going to be the asteroid, right? Asteroid frag. There it is. It spawned into existence because my draw distance is like 10 feet. Alright, scanning it.
This asteroid is unusually large, and it's clearly been mined. It was probably used for raw construction materials, like most of the debris here. This particular asteroid contains pervium, titanium, and uranium. It was probably tractored from a nearby system and brought here to construct hull components and power systems. We could probably cut a piece from the asteroid with our weapons for further analysis.
Let's go. Alright, so Q to slow down. It's funny to see the Phoenix firing, isn't it? but there's gonna be more of that. Alright, let's scan that or something, or push it. Alright. Engineering. Yeah, this is the engineering one. I think the other two are for the other two factions, or
with a
whatever.
little bit of radiation, it'll cause duranium shadows on scanners, which would look like a weapon suite. If the Tal Shiar set up their sensor net appropriately, their scanners will exclude this kind of stellar debris. If we give the fragment a nudge with our tractor beam and follow along behind it, we could slip through the sensor grid.
Alright, let's go. Engage.
Follow that rock.
Alright. And it'll speed up way faster soon enough, so we gotta be ready to increase. Like right now it's potato mode, but it won't be for long. So gotta keep on its main pathway and then prepare for trouble. Oh, there it goes. It has gone into impulse mode. Oh crap. Gotta keep within its wake just a little bit more. Ah, that would have been crunchy on the Star Trekker game. Okay, and a little slower. Come on.
Approaching the tachyon grid perimeter. If we're detected by it, that will definitely alert the Remans.
Definitely, definitely. Especially on the driveways on Sundays. But yeah, let's not fire into the beams. Or fly into, I mean, not fire. Alright, there we go. We have gotten into the beam zone at least. We just have to be within this green thing here. Here we go. Enter station. Here's the station. Let's press the button. The game. Now it's a loading screen again. The game. But yep, this is at least the one mission I know of that requires a shuttlecraft. I'm not sure exactly how to switch to a shuttlecraft at will. I mean, it would seem like it should be just like Ready Starship, right? But it seems I should just look at the menus enough. There probably are other missions that require one, but the Vault's the only one I know of. And I still have 9 of those Scorpion fighters, so I can't get another stack of 20 yet. So it'll just be randomly like a torpedo thing or something I'll get instead, I guess. But this is how you get the Scorpion fighters still, is the Vault mission of the Romulan story arc. Which is while they still are figuring out the Iconians and Undine and all that stuff. Early on, back when the game was new.
Picking up some unusual energy readings. We'll need to explore the accessible interior areas and see what we can find.
Let's switch back to the other one.
Looks like there's another access conduit across from us. We'll have to think three-dimensionally in here. Sensor readings are also picking up a few scattered life signs.
Okay, cool. But let's put the Scorpions on the other thing here, maybe? Can we? What the heck? We can't put them on there? Why not? Really? Oh, for goodness sake. That would be so funny, though. Oh, well. So I guess we can't. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, fine. We can put those on there, but that's also, like, why? Oh, well. And let's save, or it doesn't matter, I guess. Alright, so let's go scan after we switch back to being the Phoenix. There we go, we're the Phoenix again. And it's a main door that we're looking for. Somewhere down over there. But yep, we'll have to deal with the turret and a tractor beam. And we are rubber banding, so I may be stopping this. Because rubber banding means something is crashing, like the internet, again. I hate it so much when it does that. And it's like nothing you can really do that I know of. I've tried adjusting settings and asking the chatbots of the hour to figure it out. And I've adjusted settings a little bit more. And all I can do is, like, hope it doesn't crash, and I have to Alt-Tab out before it shows my email address to every potential hacker.
We've tripped some security systems.
go. There we go. And now we have to look for 6570, I think, right? Alright, time for scan bulkhead doors.
The doors are a massive set of interior bulkhead doors. They're segmenting the different parts of the base.
Awesome. Okay, scan turret debris.
This defense turret was hooked into part of the security network. There's a security code and its subsystem on a rotation code block. 6750 matches a piece of one key.
It'll be in the last
key and the appropriate code
here.
when the rotation matches to it.
Just have
Trying
to wait
a code on the wrong rotation
and
will
wait
probably
until
invalidate
it
that code.
posts the right
so
one.
Be careful
So we
with the
click.
timing.
It'll start 6750 right in this segment here. I think that's the only place it shows up anyway. That's whenever I've done this, it's just it starts here and then we have to press this button and it'll finally let us do it and we don't have to exit out and retry it again. Ah, come on. So yeah, 6750. It'll start. There we go.
That's it.
Well done. Extra crispy. And of course they open the door just a little. Here we go. Alright. Let's go scan these things.
There's still power in most of the station.
Is that
Some
what
of these
the arcing
conduits
is?
are damaged. Keep an eye out for energy discharges. Microgravity storage crates.
Let's
Mostly
get out of here.
construction supplies. No weapons or unusual energy signatures.
Are you sure? I have the Akar's Revenge thing that zaps with lightning, but it has a 2-minute recharge time apparently. That's always fun, and there's the anti-time singularity thing as well. Which this would be a time travel ship, or just a relic that's been really upgraded. Alright, onward to the next thing. We gotta fly up to the Borg sphere here.
Above us, that's a Borg sphere.
Are you sure?
The Tal Shiar must have used this base as a storage facility and research area for Borg technology.
Scan it. But yep, there's the Phoenix.
The Borg sphere is dormant, like it's...
Of course, it's just a hollow emitter on the Yellowstone runabout. At some point, I'd like to get a Delta Flyer or whatever else is the coolest thing at the moment. Although I did like the ones that were the Danube class ones. I think were fairly cool. But yeah, anyway, let's go here. I think I have a Danube one, and it's supposed to be more potato than the Yellowstone somehow. But either way, time to get going. A little bit more here. Just a little bit more. Come on. Let's get into range and then do the cluster of torpedoes. Well, the Kintari mass-produced missiles anyway. And there we go. There we go again. When I first played this, I was a little bit frustrated somehow. I don't know how I was so bad at everything, but I managed
quiet in this
sometimes.
area. Too quiet.
Are you sure? Sometimes quiet is nice, other times it's just sad and scary. Alright, here we go.
This is disturbing. We're looking at a facility used to build Thalaron weapons. If the Remans have infiltrated this base, they may be trying to secure those weapons.
So our intruder finally arrives at the heart of the matter.
Who are you?
Does it really matter?
What are you doing here?
Oh, that should be obvious.
Neither of us is supposed to be here.
Never rely on the noble intentions. Appreciate your level-headedness. Your honesty under pressure is refreshing. Lesser beings would be scheming to learn my plan. Frankly, I'm astonished by your commitment.
Okay, there we go, and now we get to fight them, I guess. Come on, they gotta show up again, right? Or maybe I picked the right ones, I don't know. Secure research data, there's that anyway. Although these are just annoying things that get stuck in your inventory and I don't know how to use them anyway. Secure the things. Alright, is that all? Because, oh no, there's another one. Alright, so there we go with those. Door locking mechanisms gotta go crispy as well. Hey, why'd you close again? Alright, let's see. I guess I picked the right options and the guy didn't send all his friends scorpions at me. Yay. Oh, nope, never mind. Crispy for one of them, just in a hurry at least. Yeah, chill out, dude. They want the doom, they get the doom. Everything can go boom, yeah, yeah. Doom it up. Right, orbit, yeah. Or in orbit. One of the three. I think I will replay this again, maybe after I use up all the Scorpion fighters I do have on other things in the Delta Quadrant. Which I was intending to play the Delta missions, but I just did everything else except for Delta Flight, which isn't in the Delta Quadrant anyway. It's just Tom Paris and Morale. And a few ships that are like similar to Voyager-like styles anyway. But not even having 7, just Tom Paris and his daughter. I guess they couldn't get B'Elanna though. Or what was her name? Torres? What is her name? Or B'Elanna Torres is the name of the character, not the actress. What was her name? Like, I don't remember Mark Lucarno's character's actor either. Let's see, can we get this with the Car's Vengeance and the other crap? Because I've never been able to get this Mogai Heavy Warbird yet. So let's see if I can. Let's see, can I get this thing crispy? The game. Will it work? Or will I just fail endlessly if I try? Nope, got it down to 75% health anyway. Ooh, the heavy plastic torpedo needs to go away. At least that has a range that we can fire at it with. Pressing buttons, the game. And it's gonna keep firing garbage at me. Come on. Okay.
Blast the door locks.
I did. I may have upgraded this enough to actually count enough to deal with this thing. That would be nice. This will be the first time I've destroyed it, at least if I can. Oh, crispy! Yeah! There we go. Finally got that. Yay! I finally got that annoying warbird. The Tavaro one at the end isn't as bad as that one. The Mogai one is like, it doesn't want a picnic basket either. Yeah. Chill out with that crap. You want some doom? You get some doom. Fine. You want me to turn around and deal with you? Okay. Welcome to the Atari Master-Produced Missiles of Doom. And I guess the etheric beams, because there's a stack of damage per time thing that the Etherian beam thing does or deal with under Starship traits. I think, yeah, the L aspects of or wait, what was it then? Proton beam. Okay, that's it, I guess. I don't know. It was one of those anyway. I think. I think there's another one that I was thinking I had, but I put that under Tour of the Galaxy for some reason instead. So here we got avoid getting stuck in the columns. And I click the button and it does nothing. The game. Alright, fine. There we go. We examined it anyway for absolutely no reason. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Saw flies. And here's the Tabaro thing, right? Time for its doom. Hello, would you like some free doom? Yeah, that Akar's Revenge does a whole bunch of damage in one go. I forget where I got it. I think it was either a mission thing or the Phoenix Prize pack. But yeah, either way. Here we go now to the Joy. Exit station.
We must stop.
Yes, exit. There we go. Oh my word. Well, it didn't crash at least. But yeah. And right now, if I try to go and get the reward for it, it won't let me get the Warbird thing, or the Scorpion fighters, because I still have 9 left, so I still need to get those dealt with. I can't sell them. I have to use them up, or discard them, I guess. But yeah, this is one of those things where you go to the Starbase 39 thing and you have to do all the little steps. Because that was the earlier game design here, rather than being like just collecting reward at random places.
Reinforcements have arrived and are just past that nebula.
Oh,
we don't have much time.
Completely done.
We need to meet with our allies and stop that ship.
Okay, here we go. And let's switch back to being the Phoenix. We're approaching a Matar-class nebula. If we go deeper, visual will be obscured and shields will be useless, like space hamsters. Unless it's like, go for the eyes. What? Okay, anyway, there's a Derricks. Alright, so onward to talking.
We are now in the Micronebula.
The Micronebula of Doom.
USS Laza is signaling us. They're going to engage the Riemann ship, but they want us to take care of the fighters and plasma torpedoes.
Alrighty. It's the Enterprise versus the coolest type of warbird from the 90s. Oh, wait, why did I click on that? No, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to stay the other way. And I clicked the wrong thing by pressing buttons stumbling. Well, oh well. We can go back to being the Phoenix now. But yeah, here's the warbird thing. Wow, that's a bunch of crispy doom. Good thing we have Grace Under Fire and Miracle Repairs. Oh well, we still have the Scorpions to deal with as well. Where are they? Are they still here somewhere? Anyway, that's out of help because I have to find the fighters and torpedoes somewhere. They are somewhere at least. Oh, there they are. Some Scorpion fighters are somewhere near the main ship. Oh, apparently. Oh, there's one. There we go. There we go. Finally. What the heck? I disengaged that for some reason. I don't mean to do that. I need to stop pressing that button. Let's stay right by this one, Miss Crispy. That's brilliant. Whoa, it vaporized completely. Yay! That was some explosion! Yeah. Hail the
that was quite an explosion. Probably from the Thalaron weapons carried aboard the ship.
The Thalaron.
We're going to leave the system under high warp to draw off any reinforcements that might come looking.
No.
Suggest you return to Federation space.
Letting him show up. Oh well, let's go. Let's go, Crispy. Let's go. Alright, depart system now. Before they bring out more Thalaron weapons of doom. Doom. I know, I have a Texas accent, so making fun of the other one's kind of dumb as well. But it is sort of like the Jeff Foxworthy show at some points, because, like, I don't know, it's all just like Hollywood associations as to why things sound bad, because it's Californians being snubby to everyone else. Or at least anyone that's not in a voting district they like or something. Who knows? It's all snubbiness anyway. Who cares? But whatever. here we are with completing the reputation thing. Yeah. Well, switching up the hourly ones anyway, so we get a little bit more stuff done, so we get closer to being able to get more ships that aren't potato enough to, I don't know, be sold at McDonald's or something. But yeah, whatever, I don't know. Here we go, clicking buttons, the game, and trying not to accidentally click the wrong one, because it's very easy for me to just be like in autopilot mode sort of, and click the button and it's "are you sure" thing right away, and it's like, oh dang it, I selected buying a thing with 500 marks while I have 100. This is brilliant. But that's what happens when you go in autopilot mode, and it's like, yep, I clicked all those buttons in a hurry. That was a hurry. I don't know. Let's switch this back to polarized hull here, and we only need one of those. So let's see here. Maybe something else. Photonic officer, maybe. There we go. That can work out. And I don't know. Eject warp bubble. Yeah, unstable warp bubble. And let's see. Align shield frequencies. And let's maybe do just one more of the crystalline catastrophe before calling it. Okay, let's save this in annihilation mode. Alright, let's go. Event and crystalline catastrophe. Don't really need to, but it's one of the cooler things. And I like getting to use the Lexington. I did want to show one of my friends the Phoenix, though, fighting in the vault. It would be neat if there were more like shuttle missions. I should just look it up. There probably are, and I just don't know them. Or I could probably bring it to... I don't know how to do that, but it's probably just something simple that once you know how to do it, it's like, ah yes, it's this. And then it's like, how am I so stupid? Oh wow, this is stupid. I am missing things. But, oh yeah, I got rid of the anti-proton field thing. So Delta reinforcements is already there. Do I not have the other device? I guess I moved it somewhere. The protomatter thing is gone. I need to make sure I didn't sell that. That would be dumb. That'd be like, where did I get that? It says in Kathy one, so obviously
your assistance
something
in
with
taking
those.
down the crystalline entity is most appreciated.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, and oh crap, we need to move this over a little bit now. So yep, there's all that stuff, and okay, let's get that going. Let's see, do I not have that in here? Where did that go? Okay, we do have it. It says in Keth one there. Alright, so let's see if I can put that here before we have to start. Zinkethi proto-matter piece of crap. Come on. Oh my word. Oh well, let's get the Scorpion fighters ready to go as well, so I can get that done. Where is the Zinkethi? It's obviously... oh crap, we are needing to move. Okay, now lock tray and shift R and page down to zoom out, for me anyway. And let's get those.
The entity is absorbing energy.
Already?
Hold fire and maintain
Someone
a
has
safe
a lot
distance.
of damage. Oh well, we're not using the anti-proton thing, so we can probably tank all this damage. Like, yeah, only down to 87, we're
entity
fine.
has halted its energy absorption. Resume fire.
Yeah, chill out. We're fine. This is fine.
The entity has resumed its energy absorption. Cease fire and fall back.
How about I don't and say we did instead? Alright, there it will start firing crap at us again, and there we go. Fully healed
the
right away.
The entity is no longer in its absorption phase. Final push.
Final push of doom. So yeah, not using the anti-proton field anymore. It's a little bit to get used to, but oh well. And let's see here, not that. Let's see, assets, and the lowest now is Delta. Alright, well...
The crystalline entity has been destroyed.
Yay. Okay, so Delta is where... Discovery is also low probably because I don't really do that. No, it's at... Okay, yeah, Delta's the lowest. Where's Delta? There it is. Okay, now we have 105. Alright, leave map. Let's go. Alright, so that's that for now. And I still need to do the Delta missions that I was saving for later. The Know Your Enemies one. Let's set it up for going to there next time though. Let's see, where is it? Delta Quadrant, of course. And I think I did all that glitters. Doctor response to medical emergency and you have to deal with more than a virus. Yep, okay, that was... Let's see, Revelations was something about the Bodwar. That was when we met Seven again. And then that's the one with the Bodwar ambush thing. So Know Your Enemies is the one that we're going to do. But we have to go and get to it. So Alliances is a good one to start.
Our forces are stretched thin here.
Yeah. So Alliances will bring you close to the place. Also useful for Tour of the Galaxy mode. But I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'm going to be stopping after I get ready to go for the next one. Which will be the Know Your Enemies patrol missions. And then, let's see, the next after Know Your Enemies is which one? Let's see, Delta Quadrant. All that glitters we did. Cavalli Front, capture the flag. So capture the flag.
The Bodwar are...
Blah, 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 yeah, okay. Capture the flag, but after Know Your Enemies. So Know Your Enemies are just going to show up as a bunch of other random crap. So all these patrol mission like things. All the way here, set a course for the Orders cluster. So that's the capture the flag one though. So the Bothra system. But yeah, let's sort this out. I don't need the Scorpion fighters there really. I don't know. Let's see, something else here. That's like diversionary tactics goes with the threatening stance mode, so maybe I should change that one up. This is more related to that. So we could just change this out here. Put those two brace for impact and engineering ones there. Move this one forward since it's sort of in energy mode there for that. And this is increasing weapon power. Okay, so we could change that to either the threatening stance, which it has its own usefulness. That's brace for impact. Give her all she's got. That's flight turn rate. That goes with evasive maneuvers there. I mean, we can always increase this to like having like 3 stacks and then have to rearrange everything even more. But I'd rather keep the 2 stacks at 10 and just sort it out. And because it's easier to focus on that rather than be like, okay, where is this now? Even though I'm still like, okay, where is this now? In my own way. But yeah, let's go. Interface against stability. Oh yeah, I need to put that, or did I put that here? Biomolecular generator, anytime. Okay, this actually makes more sense to go here now. And then give her all she's got. Reiterative structural capacitor. Where's the multi-artillery barrage thing? Is that here? That should be right next to... Okay, where is the barrage? Did I put it over here? I think that should be over there. This should be here, maybe. Oh, right. Anti-time thing. Okay, here's where that is. Okay. So that needs to go underneath the phaser lance thing there. And the anti-time singularity should not be with that one. This should go with the protomatter field. Sort of, anyway. Give her all she's got. It's more of a power ability. So maybe more with that. And then replacing, okay, protomatter field and biomolecular shield generator. Okay, that one makes sense more there. And then this anti-time, and what's the other ability? Interface against stability should replace the other thing here. Okay. There we go. Interface against stability and the anti-time one. Those are both of those kind of abilities. And this is a group shield heal, and this is a protomatter field, which is even more of a shield heal. Alright, there we go. It's difficult to see while it's unclear like that, though, but yeah, something like that. And let's see, threatening stance, which goes along with the ability of the diversionary tactics. It's going to be right underneath it, so that can work out for changing how that works, and then forget the Scorpion fighters for now. I might just discard them, and when I go for the reward for the vault, I'll be able to get a stack of 20 without that. I don't know. Or I might just replay the vault for the heck of it. The next time when there's actually people watching and commenting. And I need to make sure that I have the settings right for that, just in case I messed it up somehow. Or it's probably just... I don't know why. It's always depressing and full of sadness. Everything in life is like me. Yay! Oh, there's the Zenkathi Chromatic Capacitor. So it is there. This doesn't need to be there then. Alright. And that could be an energy thing, since this adds energy. And I need to call this done at some point. Just I want to find all the things. So let's see, where'd that go? Give her all she's got. Could go there. And then that Nadion inversion can go with another, like, particular weapon power-up thing instead. So what is a weapon power-up thing in the game here? I do not remember. That would be actually the weapon systems command thing, and that helps everyone else around you within 5 kilometers radius. So okay, that can work out like that. So yeah, maybe. Alright, let's call that good enough for now, I guess. So here we are, ready to end the game. Game over, man. Game over. This is the end. Thank you to everyone that's watched for however long you have. I appreciate the attention spans that are hopefully greater than a goldfish. But it'd been nice to hear from anyone, but thanks for watching to any extent you did, and liking, all that sort of stuff, whatever. Would be nice if it were easier to win. Need to get around to just being absolutely perfect, though. I know. Take care and try again to not go crazy. And good grief.